Welcome back to CC's Garage. Sorry I didn't get a video out last week. Actually, still waiting on my new computer to come in. It's going to be a couple more days. Went to edit the video, parts 2, for where I was at Charlotte Auto Fair. Pretty well think I've lost all that. I cleared it off this GoPro as soon as I uploaded it to the computer. So, had to break down and order a new one, which not a big loss. I was planning on doing it anyhow, upgrading, getting something a little better for processing the videos with and all. So on this video, we're going to start back doing a little bit more work on the F350 here. I've been having a little bit of trouble with the brakes. Got that set up to, well, getting ready to put the rear disc on because that's where I'm having a problem. I had to get on the brakes hard the other day with the Hydro Boost, and pretty sure I blew out a wheel cylinder. I've had the Lugnut 4x4 kit for the back for probably a year now. Just been a little leery doing it because you got to weld the brackets on. But I also got something ordered the other day because I'm going to Pigeon Forge here in a couple of weeks for the Grand National F100 show, but I'm planning on doing a Hot Rod Power Tour this year. Well, in Hot Rod Power Tour, I wanted air conditioning, so ordered from Old Air Products the air conditioning kit. Reason I went with them, they had the best price on it. I'm going to see how well it goes, but is under $1,200 for their kit. There was other kits that was a direct fit, and but $300-400 more. I already had a bracket to put the compressor on the motor with, so I just went with the Old Air product. Well, little rambling here, a little long on this intro, but I appreciate everybody who's watching. I appreciate all the subscribers. Please like and subscribe to my videos. I'm paying for everything out of pocket, and it's a nice little tax deduction, but hey, you can only take a tax deduction at a loss for so long before they start looking at you kind of funny. But you'll tell your friends, let them know, let them watch. I'm going to try to do more car show videos because that seems to be the ones that everybody likes the best. But again, thank you for watching, and we'll get on with me starting to install on these rear calipers. Okay, here we are back. This is the driver's side. I went ahead and did this the other day. Had to work yesterday, so I didn't get passenger side done yet. But it shows, you kind of see, I don't know how well you can, well yeah, you're going to be able to tell a big difference in how these look between each other. I went ahead and I got the ones with emergency brake set up, got the cable set in, which I've still got to get the cable adjusted to actuate the brake. I haven't hooked up the brake line yet. I'm going to have to shorten this one. I also have a new one of these coming, but it probably won't be here today, so I'll be ordering another one, or a new one of these ordered. Probably won't be in today, probably another day or two, but I'm going to shorten these lines up, reflare them on both sides. Now we'll go ahead and say there's one issue I have with this kit. And it doesn't come with any directions. And even when you go online and look, you look at, it's just for mounting this. The emergency brake setup. A little hard to look at it in the picture they've got. It really not clear. But as you can see, I was able to get it on. So we'll slide out from under here. I backed the car in the garage today. Or the truck in the garage today, where I've got a A little more room in here. Cut the slide off. A little more room in here to do my welding. Get in on this side. I'll move the old ammo can, a couple things are out of my way. But we'll get this rim and tire pulled off. And then I'll start pulling the brake drum and axle and all that out and get it set up. And I'll show you a little bit before I start putting the new caliper and all on what all is in the kit. Okay, got the front or the back tires pulled off. Okay, this getting ready to pull the axle here. Pull these bolts apart, hold it in, and kind of hard. And I've got a homemade jack stand sitting under there. Still got it setting up on the jack in the middle. That way, just kind of keeps it off. Drain pan down here to catch any of the gear oil that comes out. So now, that's what the drum looks like. Get this open. This is rotors I'm using. These aren't the ones that come in the kit. The ones that come in the kit I ended up using when I did the front disc brake conversion, which I used Ford stuff and GM, the rotor's GM, and a spacer. And on the back, because I'm running 16-inch rims, have to run spacer here, which one of the things I had to modify was this area here on the other spacer and on the front ones when I did them. I have to open it up. I'll show you when we get there to fit around the hub on the back. This is the weld-on bracket for the caliper. I did radius these edges on the other one, which I'll do the same on this. And just a Cadillac Eldorado brake caliper. Still got to put the brackets on here for the disc brakes and up here, but I can't do this one until after I get the caliper on and get it adjusted. I'm also putting in new wheel bearings and seals. It also comes with brake lines, new hardwire, and all that good stuff for the setup. Luckily, I own a lathe, because opening up the adapter, or hub spacer, whatever you want to call it, wheel spacer, you could use a grinder, it wouldn't look the best, but I'm able to put it on my lathe and open it up with that to get it around there. I'm also, where the studs, wheel studs go through the adapter into the hub, I'm going back, because the way these are set up right now, they're set up for the conical lug nuts. One of them here. As you can see how they're shaped on the end, that's how they locate. When you look down in here, it kind of sets down in that groove. Well, I'm going back and I'm flattening these out, taking them down and flattening them. That way, the wheel studs set down in there deeper and actually make contact with the hub like they should. So I'm gonna pull this axle and I'll bring you back when I get that done. Okay, axle's out, oil's draining, a screwdriver and a hammer here. As you can see, got a little bit of the gear oil draining. There is, you got to remove this outer lock nut, or nut, to get the inner one in that holds it. This one's a safety. There's little tabs on a washer back here. I don't know if you can tell right here, this one's beat up. and I think this one down here. But you've got to remove those to be able to get this nut off. So let's get this camera set up. Looking at the side of the truck. Yeah, there we go. I'll come in here. Let me just letting these back out. Yeah, there's another one right there. Okay, I got those flattened back out. Now these spindle nuts are 2 9/16. And they're it's 3/4 drive socket. Let me grab my back of my foot and okay, there's the outer nut. See how hard this washer or grab the magnet over here. There's the magnet. And this is the lock washer, for lack of a better term. When I put it back in, there's a keyway. That'll go in the keyway here on the bottom. And then whichever ones line up on the flat spot of the nut will get bent back over. I'll probably go back through and flatten these out just a little bit before I do that. And then there's your second nut on the inside. Get it pulled off and then pull the hub off. I don't like how loose that was. Okay. Which I've got new bearings to go in. Which this one doesn't feel that bad, but I still feel better putting new ones in. I'm going to look at them. Really not seeing any wear pattern on there. Now when I got the other side off in the races, you could see they were old. They weren't. You can see a little pit and just age on them where they've been wearing down. And as you can see, just going to sit here, let as much of this gear oil drain out as I can. Then I'll get the rest of this hub off. And I'll take it over to another drain pan. I'm going to set it up and let more of it drain out while I pull the backing plate now off. So I'll bring you back when I got to pull the backing plate off. Okay, one of the reasons I'm finally getting around to this upgrade that I've had for a year is I was having problems with the brakes. I had to get on the brakes hard last week to stop for a red light, which these trucks never had good brakes in the first place. But I kept getting a leak in the system, just wasn't getting a good paddle, and you can kind of tell right here. Yep, see? That's why I kept getting air in the lines. Couldn't get a good brake pedal. So I'm finally getting around to an upgrade I should have had done and fixing an issue I've got here. That is nasty looking. Let me catch you off. I'll get you set up and then I'll film me getting. I've got to get at least this front pad off. And that way I can pull the emergency brake cable out of the backing plate. If it wasn't for getting the emergency brake cable out of the backing plate, I just pull it straight off, wouldn't even pull the pad. So I'll set you up over here and show you how I'm going to do this. Okay, well, that explains another problem. That spring was supposed to connect from there to there, so there was another reason I was having issues with my brakes. And this is one I had trouble getting off on the other side also, so I don't know how well it's going to work here. Let's see if we can get this. Yeah. Trying to remember how I got the other side out. I think I just twisted it. Crap. There we go. Now there's two little tines that hold the cable in. Of course, I didn't release the back edge here. Okay, we got the emergency brake cable out. These are 11/16 bolts and nuts on the back. I'll just use a box in on the back side and a impact on the front to get them out. So I'll run you back here in a few minutes. Okay, brake lines are unhooked, and I was wrong. It was actually, instead of 11/16, it was a 3/4 inch socket and wrench that took these off. And it's 3/8 line wrench to undo the brake line in the back. Now it's stuck, so just come in with a hammer. And tap on until it comes off. So now we got that off. I'll come in here when I'm ready, clean all this up. Get this light back over this way. And I didn't on the other side cut this bracket out of my way, but I'm going to this time. It made it harder to get in there and weld the caliper bracket on. And I'm no welder. I'll tell you that up front. Same thing Jeff Ford says on Auto Restomod. I'm a grinder. I think even Mike Finnegan said that on his show. So get this cut out of the way. We'll get all this cleaned up. And then I'll start setting up to do the conversion on the hub and get everything set up. So I'll bring you back when I get started on the hub.